Nothing goes together like the Pacers and Indiana as we get ready for an interconference contest here in Indianapolis. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Now, Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Indiana on D. And Curry, here we go, sinks that one from the post.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
And the basket by Hill. 1:44 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
And George with the stuff.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Now, here's Mahinmi. Hill with it. Picked up by Thompson. Allen. Again, Indiana.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry outside. No good. And Indiana will come the other way. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now, Green. Following the miss by Ellis from deep. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Indiana again missing. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Indiana leading. Here's Miles. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Stuckey against Thompson. Shoots off the step back. The shot is off.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Pacers up by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
And I can't quit. All I know is
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Livingston. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. Plays it up and banks it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pacers leading by 6. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for C.J. Miles. Paul George comes in for Hill. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for Ty Lawson. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's Ezeli. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. It's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Warriors trail by 5. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Hill with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Ellis. Outside Turner from downtown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Curry against Hill. Here's Curry, and the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. On its way from Curry for 2, and the jumper is good. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go. Good if it goes. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They have a 6-point lead. So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now,
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Festus Ezeli really making a difference here.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, fronting, doubling, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
Hill is out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then it's Paul George, and it's Allen in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
And it's Hill. That time the assist by George. And now it's a 10-point Indiana lead.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Curry. Cannot hit. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Ellis. And again, it's Indiana.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Warriors trail by 12. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Solomon Hill is checked in for Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Hill.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And for Lawson, he is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around him.
A good point. And, you know, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking rim. That's second in the league in a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
Livingston dishes to Green. Here's Clark. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Turner's checked in for Indiana.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Clark kicks to Green. Traps in the tray. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Stuckey kicks to Miles. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Miles has got 8 points.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately.
And now, let's hear it for your East
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Rush in at the small forward.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Bogut. Shoots from 12. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on George.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Here's Bogut, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the end.